Nothing.
Alright. So, Palyus. You wake up in your bedroom. Your wife's by your side.
Covered in bees, covered in bees, covered in bees.
You can't seem to find your son.
We just saved him yesterday. How could he be gone already?
Okay, first of all, this is 5 years prior, so he's 10 right now. This is before John Milton is still alive. He's still the champion. You have a very simplistic life.
Sounds like a very complicated life. Very intense.
I'm having issues with this.
Don't mind if I have myself a little whiskey medicine.
Isn't that Grandpa's medicine?
So, when you come of age, it will become your medicine as well.
I should look at some of my moves while this comes together.
I should probably look this
Okay.
over too.
You guys need a minute?
No, go ahead.
Alright, Palyus. Well, like I said, you woke up next to your wife in your house in the Vishnin Shire. I remembered the name.
Very good.
Right?
Here, you want the map?
You're stretching out. What is this?
It's the world map. That's Vishnin Shire.
Oh. What is this piece of paper? And then you hear a knock on your door.
I go to answer the door.
You see Lucius. Not Lucius. Lucifer. Not Malfoy.
Can I just kill him now?
No, you have no prior knowledge.
Ah.
He's like, John Milton wants to see you. At your earliest convenience. Now. Actually, now. We want you now.
Alright, how about you just let me put on some pants?
No, right now. No pants.
This was a dick.
Look, I can't walk through the Vishnin Shire with my little halfling hanging out.
Very well. We'll meet us in the champion's quarters.
I'll be there.
He just walks away.
I shut my door, go back to my bedroom, kiss Sarah lightly on the cheek.
Sarah.
I've been called to the champion's hold.
Oh,
I don't know why, but I have to go see what this is about.
Oh, I wonder what John wants. It's your wife.
Me too. I'll let you know when I get back.
Okay, be safe.
I love you, babe. And then I head over to.
I love you too.
I put on some clothes. Head over to the champion's hold.
I was hoping there would be a naked halfling running through town.
Do you have porno music you put on real quick?
Wow, 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 wow.
It froze. I was kidding.
Nothing froze.
I broke it.
Come on, seriously? Like, stop breaking stuff.
I was just using the fingers. I was literally just using the touchpad.
It's working.
What'd you do? You just slam on it?
No, right in the top corner locks the touchpad.
Oh. That's silly. That's a silly button to have.
No,
Yeah.
no it's not.
That's poor design.
That's so that if you're typing, you're not moving the mouse around. Continue. Crisis averted.
Okay. So you go into the champion's house. And I forgot what it looks like, Michael. Can you describe it for me, please?
When you're in the main hallway, to the right opens up to the kitchen dining area, where it then has an attached pantry. I don't know how if he's actually getting a tour of the house. And then when you go straight in, first door on the left is like an office, so that might be as far as he goes. Otherwise, a little further down, it actually opens up to the sparring room, and then the living quarters, which have the stairs to go upstairs.
Thank you. Okay, you see John Milton go, "Hey, Palyus, come here." He's in the kitchen. He is drinking a cup of coffee. Or ale or mead. You don't really know. He beckons you over.
I go and join him for a rousing cup of coffee.
Please, sit down. Sit down right next to me. He motions you next to him. He pours you a cup of coffee. Gives it to you. He goes, "Would you like an omelet or food? Would you like food? Breakfast food?"
Yeah, I haven't eaten yet. That would be great.
Dwayne!
You need any help?
Here.
I
No.
I can cook my own food.
Dwayne's got it. Dwayne, give some Palyus some food. Any particular type of food? Maybe just warm Nom Noms, perhaps?
I love warm Nom Noms in the morning. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
God, John Milton sounds so familiar. Excuse me.
Okay, Dwayne. Warm Nom Noms. So, Dwayne goes over. He's making some omelets and hash browns and etc. John looks at you. Goes, "I have a quest for you, if you choose to accept it. We have some issues in a nearby cave. And you have to, there's children that go in there and they just disappear.
Children?
Children.
They sound...
How old are these children? They should know not to venture into a cave.
They're between 5 and 12.
That's like
That sounds like the same age as my son.
It is the same age as your son. So I know. And I actually have somebody to accompany you.
Kachta. Also known as Tango to my friends.
Tango! He calls in from the other room. Tango, come here, please.
You see a 6'2" humanoid insect walking into the room, wearing a very fancy dark leather armor. I have a great bow on my back, and I have 4 arms. My 2 lower arms are actually equipped with these sliding blades that aren't, they're retracted right now. And I duck in to get through the ceiling. Palyus, I assume?
Yes, I'm Palyus, and you are Tango?
You see my antenna twitch a bit, and I shake your hand. Tango, yes. I've been a friend of John's for quite some time. My people get our trinkets from here. You indeed have fine craftsmanship.
Oh, thank you. We are a humble lot here in the Vishnin Shire.
You also would have never seen one of my race before. We're called Thri-keen. Because of our appearance, it tends to be frowned upon for us to be seen out in public. For the sake of scaring people away, so...
You are awfully scary.
You're awfully generous with your words, John.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm the champion.
I will keep myself cloaked in our presence so as not to disturb the town's view of you.
Do you have that mask I gave you?
I will not wear the mask, I will wear a cloak. I am still a man with feelings.
But it's a nice mask.
John, I will not wear it. It makes me look like the Joker.
I like the Joker.
You do. I will simply cloak myself. And I will do best I can to not rouse suspicion.
Well, if the mask is up for grabs.
Is John giving Palyus the mask?
Yes, he is.
Can it still have 2 cutouts from where my antennas would have been?
Sure.
Ha ha! You got holes.
Yeah, hair's just sticking out in tufts.
A little bit of your beard's going up on top. Makes no sense. Okay, well, Tango, I was just informing Palyus of the cave dweller that eats children, or becomes missing children. Would you like warm num-nums?
No, thank
How
you.
about coffee?
My people do not
Did
stomach.
you say eats children?
No, not at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
John, it sounds like you have some information you're not sharing with us. Can I roll insight on
You can
John?
roll for insight if you would like.
Yeah, 13, 12, 25.
Ooh, exactly what you needed. Yes, there is some information he's not telling you.
John, I'm helping you solely out of respect for our trade agreement. If there's something you're not telling me, it could jeopardize, well, everything we have in our relationship.
This thing eats children, and I can't get the remains back because it eats children.
Do the parents know?
The parents just know of missing children. They have not found bodies yet.
I could see why that would be held back.
Likewise.
Okay, well, here comes Dwayne with, warm num-nums. He gives you a plate, he just kind of throws it to you. Throws it to John. He also throws one to Tango. Misses slightly.
I'm gonna smash it out of the air onto the floor. You can make that roll for whatever you want. Acrobatics, that's a 23. I'm just gonna... I didn't want anything. Thri-keen do not eat the same rubbish you call food. No offense.
Easy, Tango. You need to be a dick.
I'm gonna...
What would I have to roll to actually grab food out of the air that he swatted away?
You can roll for reflex. I mean, acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
That's pretty high.
That would be really tough. Well, maybe you can catch some of
I
it.
think 30.
26.
You can catch some.
You cut a little bit of something.
Like a biscuit.
like a biscuit.
I do not allow food to go to waste.
Actually, I didn't see the biscuit on that plate. I'm gonna just take it and...
Oh, you take it out of my hands? After I snatched it out of the air like a ninja?
I didn't see there was a biscuit on the plate.
Huh.
Oh.
Seems you like warm num-nums. Human food?
We like crumbs.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, Palyus.
I'm sorry as well.
Alright, well, you guys best be off. Be sure to go into the sparring room to gather whatever goods you may need.
Before I go, I'm gonna turn to John. And I have your assurance that the wagons will be loaded when I get back. I'm assuming I had gone there to pick up goods.
Yes.
Is he lying to me?
No.
I'll kill him. John Milton will die now. This could be
You
John
don't-
Milton II.
You don't know a DM fucking rules.
Well, I'm just saying that if he's lying to me, I'm gonna kill him. Out of game. He's a dead man. Very well.
So I don't really have any armor or anything.
You just leave him with the same stuff for now. Just for the sake of continuing the game.
That's fine. You can just have whatever you have now. Like,
All the awesome level 16 gear and
Yeah.
Champion's Blade and whatnot. And
yeah, you can have all that stuff.
And the enemies will be balanced accordingly, but you just have to pretend that you're not a champion right now.
right, yeah, that's easy.
Ooh, that means Gala's still here. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
I hate that bitch.
Well, now you get to
Such
be
a
her.
cunt.
No, she's not gonna come around. Okay, so where are you going from now? Are you gonna go into the sparring room to gather whatever it is that you need?
I don't. I've brought my own gear. I don't require anything additional.
Alright, I'm just gonna call you
is
Dick
a
Man.
long-range weapon with a quiver, and I think. Wait, I already have that. Never mind.
Alright, so you got everything that you need? Nothing additional that you require?
Perhaps I could use some tools of sorts. I would like to visit the blacksmith before we go.
I'm curious, do I still have the 100 feet of rope?
Sure.
And would there possibly be climbing gear in the champion's estate?
You have climbing gear already.
Oh, John's letting us raid the champion estate?
I said, yeah, the sparring room. I said you guys can go get whatever you need in the sparring room.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
I don't know why. I have my own gear, man. I'm like, alright.
I want a chain. Does he have a chain?
A chain? What type of chain?
Just like, you know, a regular chain.
Just like chain link?
Chain link chain. They would normally come in 25-foot lengths.
Sure. You have, not lightweight, but like, not that heavy of a chain. I'm gonna say it probably would hold up to like 500 pounds.
25 feet?
25 feet.
Okay.
500 pounds tensile strength.
My rope is stronger than the chain.
Is that true?
Yeah.
How strong is the rope?
I guess you could say the rope could probably hold 1,000 pounds.
Alright, so make that
2,000 pounds?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wait, it's a chain made of tin foil.
Well, imagine if your rope would snap from the weight of 2 adventurers. That's 500 pounds.
It's 500 pounds, but you said it was 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, that, yeah, he's just using that as a frame of reference.
Over a 50-foot length. Whatever. No, what you did was very fair. 2,000 is fine.
Okay.
And I have climbing gear as well.
Yeah, you
My own climbing gear, yeah, because Achilles had it in the last adventure. Okay.
Can I take climbing gear as well?
Palyus had climbing gear from before. You don't see climbing gear here.
So he has 2 sets of climbing gear?
He has 1 set of climbing gear.
Alright, fine. I have everything I need, Palyus. I think the sooner we go and slay this beast, the better off the Vishnin Shire will be. Although I'm not sure why children would play in this cave. Do you not supervise your young?
Usually they don't even venture out beyond the walls. This is very strange behavior indeed.
Huh. Our young, we keep them working. It keeps them from getting out of trouble. They work in the fields and with the animals.
Sounds like slavery.
It is not well, John's not there, so nobody said that.
Dwayne's gonna come in. Sounds like slavery! Runs away.
Dwayne said that?
Yep.
The house hand?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's actually an elf.
Notice how Dwayne was not in later on. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll notice, by the way, that my quiver is empty. Just an observation you probably would have made.
That's a mighty fine bow you have across your shoulders. Do you need some arrows?
No. No, let me show you. We're in the sparring room, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna equip my great bow, draw the string, and when I draw it, an arrow of humidity forms into a water bolt. And I'll shoot it, and I'm just gonna aim at the center of the target just to try to show off a bit.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 27.
That'll hit. Right in the middle.
So you saw this arrow of water form from the humidity of the air, fire, and hit the center of the target.
You ever seen the movie Immortals?
No, actually.
Well, there's a bow in that movie that basically opens up the gates of Tartarus and releases a bunch of titans in the Greek mythos. But it's called the Icarus bow, and it's basically just a bow that you just hold, but when you draw it back, an arrow made of pure energy appears. And whatever you're looking at and you want to kill, it's like linked right to your mind. So whatever you want to shoot, it hits every single time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a badass bow. That movie's fucking awesome. You should check it out. It's the dude who it's Henry Cavill, the guy who played Superman.
Okay.
He plays Theseus in this movie.
My bow is similar. It doesn't, like, home, but, you know, I'm pretty accurate.
I see that. That was an astute shot, sir.
This bow was crafted by one of the gem lords in my city. Back during my younger days when I would stir up some trouble, I had actually managed to steal it from his home. Kept it on me ever since. It's the most valuable thing I'll ever own.
Alright, shall we go to the blacksmith? I remember you mentioning that you needed to...
No, I was just gonna get a chain, and I got it.
Alright, let's venture.
Alright, we're gonna start walking out of town. What does the town look like?
Outside, there's a courtyard.
Thank you for the picture.
That's how it looks.
Can you describe it?
No. I just see a lot of boxes. In some sort of octagon shape.
Josh, I'm sorry, Palyus. Your town is most unique. It's quite exquisite to see a place so peaceful.
Well, in earlier days, centuries ago, it wasn't as peaceful. But after we made our home here and have been forging for several centuries, many generations of hardship, we finally established our place here in what was once called the Dark Woods.
That is fascinating to hear that you guys have managed to craft someplace so dark and foreboding into a peaceful and calming place. My place is mostly peaceful, but my people have been oppressed for far too long, and we've been slowly taking back our freedom, but this is ultimately the goal, to have a place such as your home.
Where are you from? Where your people are so oppressed? You stand very tall, sir. I can't imagine that a large group of you wouldn't be able to handle yourselves accordingly.
Where I am from, there are only Thri-keen, like myself. Can I have the map?
Easy.
I'm from the Thri-keen Isles. You'll see it to the west of the city of Looming Shadow on the map.
Yep.
They're actually floating islands in the sky that is very difficult to ascend unless you are as good of a climber as the Thri-keen are. Essentially, my family was murdered when I was young, and this woman, who I call Grammy, took me and all of my other brothers, fellow orphans, in. And she raised us as ranchers, so I've actually been a farmhand most of my life. But
I too farm. There's a lot of pleasure that can be gained from farming. To till the earth, to grow something from a seedling.
It is quite beautiful to watch and aid nature's development. I have more so been tending horses and livestock. I've always managed to kill plants, so I leave that more so to my brothers. But on the lowermost plate, called the dirt plate, is where I grew up. And recently, in very recent times, which is the only reason I was able to come this far today, we've actually managed to overthrow our oppressors, both on the steel plate above us and the capital plate above that. But there is still...
Who are your oppressors?
Other Thri-keen, people of greater social standing and economic prosperity, that have made their wealth from oppressing the weaker. I have balanced the scales for my people, but there is still much work to be done before we are truly free.
Just as a side note, I'm personally impressed by his story.
Oh wait, are you saying?
But I don't let him know that. I don't want him to think me some sort of weak halfling.
Out of game, I could tell you that whole story is actually true, and I have already had to play Tango to make all that happen.
No shit.
Yep.
Damn.
But alas, this is the furthest I have ever come from the Thri-keen Isles, and this is probably my 8th voyage over here.
Can you do me one favor?
What do you mean?
Can you tilt Josh down? Thank you.
There you go.
Super.
Tilt me just a little bit to... There you go.
Can you see this at least decently?
Oh, I gotta look at this. Okay. Yeah, I can see it's sort of an arch. Is it like a? This is the cave that we're going to.
How about that? Is that better?
It is.
Yeah, that's better.
This is a bridge. Looks like a path, and over here is a ship of some kind.
All right, so I'm gonna have to do this tilt. All right, Mike, just grab one. Also one for Josh.
I'm looking for something really super cool.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I just need tokens. Oh, I think this is the buffer one.
I love how thorough you guys are.
Thank you.
You got a whole little thing set up. You got tokens
Josh.
for each character. That's
I
the
have.
only other time I've ever seen this was at a Bosco's, which is sort of like a trading cards and role-playing game kind of store, and they would set up like every couple of weeks. They would set up huge Warhammer 4000 games, and they would have these giant tables where all these massive battles would happen.
We made all of these.
I know. Nikki was telling me about
Not
it.
the miniatures. These I bought. We tried to make some, but they came out kind of terrible. This
so
one is gonna be me. It doesn't have to look like us really, but I'm a big scaly looking creature. And this one I picked for you. It's actually a dwarf, but it's a stout little figurine. So.
Oh, and he has a battle axe.
He does. All right, we're
all ready.
We're ready.
All right, so you're going outside the walls. You going outside the walls? And I want to say it's probably a half-mile journey going north.
Makes sense. It would be that close if kids are playing in it.
Yep. You say maybe it's like a 2-hour journey then. Walking. It takes you like a half hour to get there if you're to take horses.
Oh, I have a horse.
Oh, do you have a
I
horse?
would have taken. Well, I came here with carts and stuff. I have a
Right.
horse named Ponto. So could we have taken horses?
Sure. You
Yeah.
can take horses.
Alright, I go to the stables and pick a fine gelding of my choice.
You mean the rent me horse?
There's a choice between a brown horse, a red horse, a white horse, and a black horse.
I choose the black horse.
The black horse, his name is Zeus. And in your town, you really don't have to like rent him. It's more of like for the town to rent in case they need to go anywhere. So it's paid already by taxpayer money for everybody. So they already know who you are. It's a very small town. So you're able to take it with no problem.
Alright, I walk up to Zeus and I give him a nice little pet on the nose, like, "Hey Zeus, how's it going? Yeah, I know this isn't our first traverse out of the town. Let's go see where these kids have gone, eh?"
You could roll for nature.
"22.
He nuzzles you a bit and lets you get on him.
Let's ride!
I'm riding Ponto, my mighty brown stallion.
It's a brown stallion?
It is a brown stallion. I actually have 3 horses, but the other 2 are busy.
No, they're busy.
Alright, we're riding to the cave.
Okay. So you rode to the cave.
Oh, nice. No obstacles. Easy ride.
I'll just you wait. You know how I DM Mike.
Yeah.
He says that forebodingly.
No, we're gonna be able to just walk in. That'll be fine.
Okay. So, you see a big body of water, right? There's a little... This is a really large boat, but this is a little, like, just a paddle boat that kids use to go fishing. It's, like, this big instead of that big.
Can you turn that up, please?
It doesn't go up much more. Alright, I'll just choose something different.
Sure, I could just move this a little closer as well.
Judge, can you hear the music?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, so you see this body of water. There's a bunch of little, like, rowboats scattered throughout the edges of this little lake. So it's meant for fishing, usually. So people come here to fish a lot. And then there's this cement arced bridge, and then some, like, a cement path that goes down that way. It has, like, a big rock formation with a big, like, dark entrance.
To go into the bridge?
Yeah, it's over the bridge.
And then a dark entrance.
And then a dark entrance, yeah.
These boats are just floating around? There's nobody in them?
There's no one in them. And they're on the edges.
Oh, okay. I thought they were just floating around in this body of water.
There's only one floating around in the body of water.
Do you often allow your boats to drift aimlessly in this lake?
If you look closely, you'll see that it's tied off to a buoy.
I'm gonna look closely.
you could roll for perception. That was interfering. You could roll again.
27.
It is not tied to a buoy.
It doesn't actually look like it's tied to a buoy, Palyus. But I trust your judgment.
That's odd. Usually they're anchored and tied to a buoy. Someone must have carelessly left the boat adrift.
Is that the cave that John was talking about? Across the bridge?
I believe so.
I could see why kids would go to play here. They'd already be here fishing. And it's just a place to wander into, so... I could see, but... I don't know. What do people normally fish for in here?
Let's see, we're pretty far down south, so... We usually fish for, little sea bass, and or if they venture out into the deep waters, some swordfish or marlin.
This is fresh water. It's a lake.
Oh, freshwater. Well then, massive trout and other various forms of white fish like bass.
Okay. But nothing that could even eat a child, right?
As far as I know, I don't think there's any sort of beast that size in this body of water.
You know what? Even if I could imagine there to be one, it would not be enough to consume multiple children in such a short spout of time. Alright, perhaps we should continue to the cave.
Let's go to the cave.
You going over the bridge?
Yeah. It's a big cement bridge, you said?
It is a cement bridge.
Okay. I wouldn't think anything of it.
You guys doing anything else before you go over the bridge, or are you just going fully over?
I'm going to use my same perception check of 27 to just continue looking around while I'm over here. I'm kind of curious about that boat drifting around, so I'm kind of thinking that there might be something in the water. But, I don't know. I would keep my eyes peeled around the water.
So far you don't really see anything. But, the wind's starting to pick up a little bit.
I hang half my body over the edge of the bridge to check under the bridge.
What are you doing?
You can roll for acrobatics to keep your balance, I guess. Yeah, acrobatics to keep your balance.
Great!
You're literally just holding yourself over with one finger, just peering over, like you've done this many times before. There's nothing under there.
Alright, I pull myself up and we continue over the bridge.
That was quite impressive. You held yourself up with a single finger.
As you can see, I'm a small person, but with great strength.
Did you see anything under the bridge?
No, there was nothing.
Perhaps on the way back out, we could stop and fish here a bit. I don't eat fish, but...
Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, if you don't eat fish, if you could help me fish for a meal tonight, I'll provide you with whatever kind of food that you'd like in its stead.
My people call them crispy Nom Noms. I guess your people would call them pastries.
Crispy Nom Noms. Oh, God.
We have a baker in town that could provide you with the crispiest of Nom Noms.
My mouth is going to drop open, and I will start to salivate. There is a place where these sorts of Nom Noms gather.
Yes, they're loaded with sugar and sweetness.
Maybe we should go there before venturing into this cave.
Oh, we've already ridden half a mile.
Indeed.
We can. The crispy Nom Noms can wait. Perhaps you shouldn't have thrown the food away at John's estate.
You're right, I should not have come. Let's go. Let's get this over with quickly. What do we see in the cave?
Alright, so you're going into the cave right now?
It's just an open mouth, no door, nothing.
No door, open mouth. And, you really can't see past the mouth of the cave. It literally is just pure darkness.
Even with low light vision?
Especially with low light vision.
Okay.
I looked at Tango and I say, wow, this darkness is very inky. This is usually the light from the day will illuminate part of this cave, but it seems to be darker than normal.
Is it actually darker than normal?
It is darker.
He notices that?
Yes. Conveniently, you see a whole bunch of torch items right at the mouth of the cave.
Huh. That is interesting.
Conveniently.
Conveniently, she says.
So
like
there's...
what, as if somebody has dropped them here?
As if someone kind of left supplies here. So you see, like, a stick with, like, a ball of, accelerant. You know, like...
There's just one?
Let's say there's 5. Like a box of these things that were freshly made.
Alright, I'm gonna take 2, one in each of my lower arms. And I'll light them up.
You're gonna light both of them up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then with my top 2 arms, I will have my great bow equipped.
Okay.
I will stuff the other 3 into my pack and carry them along.
Okay, put in your inventory 3 illuminating sticks.
Yeah, I'll hold these 2. I don't know if you want to hold one of them. I guess I don't need both.
Well, I have a 2-handed battle axe. I can't really hold one and then...
Yeah, that's why I have 4 arms. I will still have both of them lit, though, in case I do have to hand one off to him quickly.
Works for me.
That and if we have 5. Psh.
Wait, hang on. Let me
Burn
check
them in
something real quick.
2s. Tango counts by 2s.
Tango counts by 2s.
Oh wait, I have a feat called Quick Swap, so I light one up and illuminate the path a little more.
I'm gonna give him one of them.
What does quick slot do?
Quick swap.
Quick Swap
quick
is
swap.
One turn you can draw or stow a weapon as a free action, then draw another weapon.
I'm gonna
Does that
light up.
apply to?
We'll say that it
maybe
does,
it's-
because I don't care as a DM.
Don't light up a 3rd one though. Just take one of the ones I lit.
Okay.
I don't need to. I just thought it would be cool. Alright, so that's it. We each got one, and we're walking.
Okay. So you walk into the mouth of this cave, and it's very dark, but it only illuminates a good, like, 2 square radius, so you're here, so it lights up to here.
That is unusual.
It's like 10 feet.
Yeah. These are shitty torches. I can see why the guy left them behind.
Are you continuing forward?
Do we see a fork or no?
Not yet.
Then we'll keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say you go to this fork, and you see the 3 ways.
It appears we are at a bit of a crossroads.
I see that. I wonder which way. Can I roll for, like, what, perception? See if I see any footsteps leading in a direction, you know, like a beaten path versus something that would be unsettled.
For tracks.
You can roll for nature.
Nature. 27.
It looks like that this is pretty undisturbed, but these 2 have been walked, at least recently ago. But this one's pretty undisturbed.
I would like to make a perception check, but the way I want to do this, my antenna do allow me to use almost like a sonar. And I do want to see, maybe there's somebody just in this cave that'll yell back. So I'm going to yell in each of the 3 directions. Hello! Is anyone there?
You hear echoes
Hello?
from these 2, but no echoes from there.
Okay, and there is no response?
There is no response.
The one to the right will lead to some kind of obstruction. Oh, actually, I guess I should roll. I'm gonna roll perception. 22.
There is some sort of obstruction.
There's some kind of obstruction to the right, but the other 2 appear to be open.
Should we investigate the obstruction, or should we go straight?
I guess we might as well check it out and make sure it's not like a pile of children. It's probably just a wall. We're gonna make.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, we'll make the right just to check out the obstruction.
You see a big pile of rock, or like almost like a steel.
This is, and I'm guessing it looks different from the walls, then?
It does look different from the walls. It looks a little bit lighter of a color to the dark walls.
If I hold the torch up, does it look like rock fell from above, or it's just here?
It looks like it doesn't even belong in here.
This is most unusual.
Yeah, I agree.
Looks like
try
looks like iron, not rock. If that helps.
Well, this particular element would do well in the Vishnin Shire, but who would want to block themselves into a cave?
This does not make entirely too much sense. Is it one large piece of iron, or is it like small bits of iron?
It looks like one thing, but kind of pieces, but it's one unit. So it looks like a bunch of rocks that make up this one big rock.
A bunch of rocks. So, and I'm not touching it. But if it is something that I can, like, is it something like, oh, there's a piece I could pick up?
It looks like you can,
okay,
but you're not positive.
Okay. This is most unusual. I would say for right now, our priority should be the children. We should let this alone.
Alright, we should leave this undisturbed.
Alright.
Make a mental note of its location, and let's continue on.
It was when we first came in. It was the first thing to the right, like 20 feet in. Alright.
Well, I'm making a mental note, alright? Tango?
Would you like to take the traveled path or the untraveled path?
Ooh, what a great philosophical question.
This is your...
I'm usually one to venture on the path less traveled, but since we're looking for children, we should take the more traveled path.
I agree. Have you been in here before? Do you know the layout, or if we should expect any creatures?
All I know is that any sort of creatures would be deeper into the cave. I've only ventured into this part, which is why this stone being placed here, blocking this particular path, is strange to me. But to go deeper, I never had any need to go very deep into this cave.
Okay. Very well. Then we shall continue down the path more so traveled.
Now that I think about it, I feel like we should have asked the blacksmith if maybe he'd ventured in this cave looking for metals and whatnot.
This reminds me of a place I used to take a girlfriend back home.
Are you continuing down this?
Yeah.
So you see this this corner here. Are you gonna move around the corner?
Now, this whole way, we're just going straight, not like up or down, nothing like that?
Nope. It's bumpy, but nothing too ridiculous.
Okay. And there's no unusual things on the walls, the floor, the ceiling. We're just following tracks.
It's a hallway.
All right. Then yeah, I guess we'll continue to make said turn. This is you. It's me.
So, just as I had a game comment, your character is a lot like General Grievous from the earlier versions of the Star Wars mythos, huh?
Yeah, bless you.
Thank you.
You could say that. I'm actually really, really tough as well. I do better at a range, because of my great bow. It deals more damage than my arm blades.
Good to know. I will bum rush an asshole. You shoot him from the rear, and I'll.
Shit.
We have a slight tactical conversation. Like I'm a melee man, as you can see with this two-headed battle axe.
You continuing?
Yeah.
Yeah. We round the bend.
Well, wait. Do we know that that's there?
You do now.
Everything you just put on the grid. Did we
You
know
know,
that
you
was
see
there?
these two things here.
And what are they?
They look like very giant statues. They are about probably a good 15 feet tall.
So are they like up against the ceiling? How tall is this?
Yeah, they're kind of like columns.
Oh, that's awkward for them.
So they stretch from top to bottom, and they look like statues. They have some writing on them.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna approach the statue. I'm just gonna hold the torch up to it and try to read the writing.
There's also a blockage here. Oop,
Like a door?
like a door.
Alright. Well, before going in, I want to read this writing.
Are you familiar with Browste?
No. My
No.
character has nothing.
What about you, Palyus?
I am not. I have a 1 in Frauste, so
I mean,
I may recognize it as Frauste, but I don't get to read anything.
let's roll for Thruste. Maybe
What do
you'll
I roll?
So you
roll
roll
a d20.
D20 and just add 1.
17.
Alright.
Let's say you get little bits and pieces. You see, enter, risk, blood.
What does it say?
It's hard to make out these writings. They appear to be very old and worn down. I see it says enter, and then a little bit further on it says risk, and then at the bottom it says blood.
You can see how that is hardly helpful for us, right? It could say, enter this place. There is no risk. You will not lose any blood.
But as we noticed earlier, there's an inky darkness that didn't seem very normal for this particular cave. At least the last time I was here, the light from the day traveled much deeper into the cave than it has now.
Oh, does
I'm
he...
going to assume that it says enter at your own risk.
Would he be able to tell? Like, was this here the last time he was here?
He told you that he hasn't went further than this area here.
Okay. Alright. Is this just a regular door? Like, we could... I'm gonna go to open it. Does it open?
No, it's actually a door that you would probably think slides.
Can I slide it?
You can roll to slide it if you'd like. I would say you want to roll athletics.
Okay. I'm gonna roll athletics. Plus 21. That's 37.
Does not budge.
Wow. Alright, well, the kids aren't in here. Let's go the other way.
I check the edges of this door to see if there's any way I can wedge the bottom of my axe into it and use it as a lever to try and slide it open.
I'm gonna laugh at him while he does this. I'm just gonna...
You can roll for athletics.
I'm gonna be eating a crumb. You're wasting your time. I tried myself.
$34.
Does not budge.
I'm telling you, the kids aren't in here. Although...
Look, well then we should, I feel we should move at a slow pace. We don't know what's in this cave. Well, our light only travels a mere 10 feet.
Before we leave, I'm gonna crouch down a little bit so that I'm like halfling child height, and I just want to roll to see if maybe there's like a button or a switch somewhere that maybe they would have seen that we overlooked.
Are you gonna roll perception?
Perception, whatever you want me to roll. Is that what you want me to roll?
I would like you to roll perception.
Plus 18, that is a 31.
You see a bunch of blood on the wall.
On like the lower part of the wall?
On the lower part of the wall.
By this door?
By child halfling height. There's some blood smears.
Palyus. Is it like a hand smear?
Oh, that's creepy.
I'm unsure the size
I thought you
of
wanted creepy.
the size of
you?
a halfling child hand, but is that what I fear?
I place my hand upon the blood to check its size, and it does appear to be a bit smaller than my own hand, recognizing that it's a child's hand.
I'm gonna touch the blood and sniff it. Is it fresh? I guess even just touching it.
It's dry, it's not wet. So it has to be at least a day.
This is at least a day aged blood.
Ew.
Yes. About a day.
About a day. I cringe at him tasting one of my kinsman's blood.
Yeah, it's fucking gross.
I didn't enjoy it. My people are not carnivorous.
He's lying to you.
Very well. And that's all I saw with my check. I only saw the blood. Nothing else.
You saw the blood and the fact that they're handprints.
Perhaps,
Keep your blades sharp, but your wits sharper, sir.
Perhaps that other pathway will allow us some access to this area.
You mean before? The road less traveled?
Yes. Yes.
This hallway appears to go into a larger room. Should we investigate it or go back?
Oh, can we see that?
No.
Oh.
Alright, well then...
It's obviously a doorway.
Yeah,
it's not a dead end.
This is a door right here at these gold figures. So we can't see even anything beyond that. So we have to find some.
And this is the door that we couldn't budge open?
Yeah,
yes.
The one that has blood on the lower part.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, we should probably head back and take the road less traveled.
And you said they're 15 feet tall?
Yeah.
Statues?
And we'll say it's 20 feet the whole ceiling to floor.
What are they statues of?
You can roll for history or religion if you'd like.
I have an 8 for each. 13.
13 total?
13 total.
They look like guardians.
But they're like elven, they're halfling, what are they?
You have no idea. They look like guardians.
Interesting.
They look like they have shields, they look like they would be protectors.
I'm finishing up my crumb, Palyus, but perhaps there's something above them. No, that doesn't make sense. The children wouldn't have thought to climb up these statues.
The halflings of the Vishnin Shire are quite athletic people.
You're welcome to check that one. I will check this one.
I want to climb up on top of one of these guardians.
I'll climb up on the other one.
Okay.
You don't have to have us roll. You can just tell us if we're wasting our time.
You're wasting your time.
Alright, we will descend, having found nothing, and continue back to the other path.
I would just want you guys to roll for athletics to climb up.
If that's what you would like.
I'm hoping you guys botch.
32.
You did not botch. Alright, you went up there. And you don't see any other blood or anything.
I got a 31.
You also don't see any blood or anything. You see nothing. Just a hole.
A hole?
Yeah.
A hole in the ceiling?
Not a hole in the ceiling. Like, above their heads. It's a hole.
Oh, like it's just open space.
It's
okay.
open space.
We're gonna go back down this path.
Okay. So you're going down this way.
Yes.
Alright, we'll just keep that there, in case you guys want to go back to that.
I feel like we may.
You guys make me laugh.
Last choice. Just as a side note, how many dice do you need to be a DM?
You should have a lot. I have 4 complete sets of 7, so I have 28 dice.
Wow, and that's just... That'll be on hand whenever you're DMing, just in case.
It's also, I mean, I use the same pouch for when I play, so like right now I just have all of them. But yeah, I always make sure I have 4 of each. So that this way I don't have to... Otherwise you roll each individual one, and then you're like, okay, I gotta add it. In this case, I could just roll all of them and then tell you how much damage you take quickly. Because you shouldn't be waiting for the DM. You know?
Alright. I'm sorry.
No. Like, setting this up is different. Like, that's whatever. But, like, you shouldn't wait for the DM to make a roll. That's something that we should be doing first. You're doing great.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with your DMing skill. I mean, I'm just asking.
I was just telling you why I have so many.
Okay, so you'd see 2 more of similar looking guardians as you're walking up to this entrance.
And they're inside the room?
They are inside the room.
So there's no wall.
There is no wall nor door.
Cool.
It's an open space, but there are 2 guardians there, kind of looking at the entrance of this particular room. And there's also, I don't know if you can see, but there's a treasure chest at the end of this.
But we can't see that currently.
No, you cannot. But if you walk another 2 spaces...
I check the golems or whatever, the statues to see if there's any more throughout state right now.
You can roll for perception.
36. No. Higher than that.
You wouldn't know it's throughout stay, but there's writing.
Well, just based on what I saw him looking at before.
What?
I got a 25.
Yes, it is throughout stay on it.
Alright, I try and read it. 17.
Enter. Dare.
Alright.
That's it.
So last time it said, enter at your own risk. So this one is different.
We'll have blood at the end.
Oh,
the
yeah,
other one
there's more
mentioned blood.
So this
one just says enter and dare.
No blood. No blood involved. This is great.
Just from what he can decipher.
Oh, there was more that he couldn't read?
There was a bunch he couldn't read.
Could he make out the word blood again?
No.
Alright, well I still don't... You didn't say blood. So I'm assuming we're fine. We're good on this.
As far as I know, we're doing pretty good.
I'm gonna have no choice but to just quickly check out these statues. I'll use the roll that I just had because it was so friggin' good. It was 18 and 18, so 36.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna check them out. Like, these things are probably pretty lifelike, but do I see anything on them? Are they lifelike?
these two in particular look like gargoyles, so winged lions almost. Both of them are the same. They're not different in any way.
Okay. I'm gonna walk further into the room.
Where are you walking?
Another 2 squares in.
So here?
Yeah. Can I see the other walls? Can I see everything else at this point?
You know what? Let's say you can. You see the walls.
And there's nothing else besides.
He takes the left, and I take the right.
So you're going into the room too?
Yes.
Great. Now that door is gonna close behind us.
The door closes behind you.
Is it really quick, or is there time for me to acrobatics out?
No, it was pretty.
You've played this game before, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, when this one said that there was a door, it was just open. Like,
yeah,
it was
but,
symmetrical.
If you went in solo and I was stuck behind, like, I just have to wait.
Yeah, you would have had to wait for me to finish killing everything.
So let's say you both see the rest of the room. You got another 3 squares here, 3 squares here, and 2 squares in front of you, there's a chest.
And nothing has happened other than the door closing.
Correct.
Okay, well,
This is an ominous chest indeed, sir.
You know what we have to do.
We gotta open that chest.
I'm gonna roll Dungeoneering on the chest before we open it. Perhaps you'd like to take a look at this with me.
I would like to.
I have a 28 for Dungeoneering to see if this chest is going to trigger something and possibly what.
I have an 18.
To your knowledge, it will not trigger anything.
With a 28?
To your knowledge, it won't trigger anything.
Are you trained in Arcana, by any chance, my friend Palyus?
I am not.
Very well. Then let us do what needs to be done. I will open the chest.
Shall we open it together, or do you want to take this on solo?
You could stand nearby.
I need both of you to roll for acrobat. You know what? Wait.
You would probably make a roll against
Yeah,
us.
that's what I'm saying. I didn't find Gel Cube in the book.
I think it's in the first monster manual.
Stand by.
There's also a really cool creature called a mimic you want to check out. It pretty much is a chest that is a creature in disguise.
I was looking for Gel Cube.
If you give me one of the other books, I can help you.
The one book's underneath here. Here, I have 2 over here.
Just in case I am wrong of its origin.
It's in alphabetical order.
Oh, shit.
Good job.
Hey, no rush, you guys.
I thought one of you...
It's 3 hours earlier here than it is there. I got all the time in the world.
If you look at the index, it might be easier for you, too. I could have sworn it was in the first one. It's not in the third one.
It's not in this one.
Just in case you want to see it, check it out. Mimic.
Huh. Interesting. Is it called Gel Cube?
G-E-L.
G-E-L?
G-E-L.
It's not here either.
It's called gelatinous, but
Oh.
you would have found it regardless. Gelatinous cube.
It's not here either.
Check under ooze. O-O-Z-E. It would be in that book.
Oh, it is.
I'm not positive if that's the same thing, but
Nope, there it is.
there you go.
Alright.
Gee.
What's in the chest that we opened?
You didn't open up a chest, hold on.
Is it filled with gold?
Nothing.
Gold and treasure?
Hold on! Jesus.
I'm gonna write down that I got treasure.
Mike.
Palyus, you've come into this place and never
Alright,
fully
Palyus,
explored it?
13 to your reflex.
Yeah, it hits. No, I'm kidding.
Mike? I don't have to DM?
Have you scaled it up? I'm level 16. On my character sheet or whatever.
For you it's gonna be 29 to... Yeah, 29 to, reflex, Mike?
That will hit.
Not you.
No,
I didn't hit you.
Oh.
That will hit.
Alright. So, Palyus managed to get out of the way, but Mike, or Tango, and a gel cube.
Okay. If that's how you want to play it.
And this, it's pretty much a translucent cube, and now you see Tango just kind of, just free-floating in a cube of gel. And now Mike. You are immobilized.
Save ends.
Yeah, save ends.
Okay.
You also have some sort of something else going on that I can't remember. And that's a lot of reading.
I'm probably taking ongoing acid damage.
Probably.
You would have to be able to read that to tell me how much.
8. So, Palyus, you can go first.
Do I see him actually, like, fighting and, like, taking damage or whatever? Is it obvious that he's being harmed by it?
It would be obvious.
Yeah.
Alright, I take a quick survey of the rest of the area to see if there's any sort of switch or something within the chest that may free him.
So you're gonna go look in the chest?
That is what the man said.
I'm just double checking this is exactly what he wants. You're looking in the chest?
Alright, first I try and hack away the gelatinous material.
You can make an attack roll.
This is your standard action, by the way.
$32.
It's nice.
Hold on. That hits.
Alright. And I got a 12 plus 25. 37.
Very nice.
Okay, good job. You hack away at this gel, and you take a piece off, and it just kind of goes, and it goes back to its original state. So you hacked a bit off, but it just kind of looks the same.
Yeah, it's not that it's regenerating, but it is like, you know, reforming its cube-like shape.
Damn.
So,
can I make another move, or is it?
You have a move action and a standard. I mean, not a standard, a minor.
I look about the room to see if there's anything that may. I try and I take the torch and try and light the gelatinous thing on fire.
Would that be considered a minor action?
It would probably be a standard as well, but you could allow it. I don't know why you'd light it on fire. I'm inside it.
Tango is inside it. You can probably figure out this is probably not a good idea if it's Flammable.
Okay, good. That's it. I'm still new to this game, alright?
It's okay.
I'm an empathetic DM.
I'm not new
I
at this game, and I'm trapped in a gel cube.
Or trapped.
Well then I look around the room to my right.
Okay.
To see if there's any sort of switch or maybe something in the room that may turn off this gelatinous cube.
It's a monster. It's not a trap.
It's a monster.
Normally, the gelatinous cubes have problems digesting bones. Are there small children halfling bones in here with me?
You see some bones, but it doesn't look like child bones.
Okay. Just scope in the vicinity. While I'm in here, might as well check it out. What's interesting as well in the earlier editions, which is what made gel cubes so fearsome, was that they actually dissolved your gear.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So if you were in there for like 3 rounds, your armor's gone, your weapon's gone, and maybe you get out and you're really burned and fucked up and you're naked.
I don't know if I should check the chest.
You have a move action and a minor.
You do have enough actions to do that.
Or you can just end your turn and
Depending on
see
whether
how
that
Mike
would be a
goes.
good idea. Alright, fuck it. I check the chest. I don't reach into it. I just hold my fire above it and peer in.
It's not open yet.
The chest is not open?
No, you guys did not open the chest.
Oh.
You check to see if there's traps around the chest.
Oh.
Oh, well then I attempt to open the chest.
You just gonna straight up open the chest while your buddy's in the gelatin cube?
I already tried to hack away at it. I mean, I'm
So
not...
you're opening in the
other
chest?
than burning him alive.
Okay. So in the chest, you see 500 gold.
Oh, if you take that gold, you're a dead man.
You see 500 gold, and you see some really fancy dragon scale armor.
You also see Tango eyeing, "You're a dead man." He's mouthing it from inside
Are you
the
writing
gel.
those down, Josh?
500 gold.
500 gold.
You're a dead man.
White
I'm
dragon
dead.
scale armor.
What a lovely singing voice. And dragon scale.
White dragon scale armor.
Ooh, white.
Yep. And and great sword of the Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden. What?
And that particular sword is crimson red.
That's fucking cool.
And the handle is like a matted black. Along with the very tip of the edges, also matted black, everything else is red. So now you use all your actions. You use your minor and your move and your standard, so your turn is done. Mike, if you could please roll acrobatics.
For what?
To get out of the gel cube.
I do not require such a check. I will use my Step of the Morning Mist to teleport outside of the gel cube. About over here, somewhere behind Palyus. Did I see him take the gold?
You can roll for perception if you want to.
Yeah, I want to roll. That's gonna be a 22.
You saw him pick up some sort of axe.
Okay, I'll still be somewhere behind him.
Are you allowed to at a game, are you allowed to transport out of a gel cube like that? Really? Alright.
All you need is line of sight, and they are translucent.
I'm aware.
I'll be somewhere right over here. Hey, I'm in a gel cube, and you're looting?
Look.
Half of that.
I tried to hack I've never seen this foe before. I tried to hack away at it with my great axe. It did nothing.
You can hack at it again. How much did you find? What's in there? I saw you
This is a chest full of much booty.
Half.
There's white dragon scale armor. There's a great sword of the Iron Maiden. It's very cool looking, as well as 500 gold. Mind you, I carry a two-handed weapon.
You can have the armor and the weapon. I'm just looking for 300 gold then. And you can have both the items.
That means there's still 200 gold, and I have the rest of the gold.
That's yours.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here. I don't want to get sucked up by this gelatinous cube.
Are you giving me the 300 gold?
Yeah, feel free.
Alright, that was my move action to teleport out, talking as a free action, minor action to take his gold and stow it away, and I will standard action to destroy this gel cube. Oh. You know what? I won't stow the gold away yet. I'll have it in one of my lower arms, because I need my minor action to declare this gel cube my hunter's quarry.
What class are you?
I'm a ranger.
Oh.
I will then use my single combat assault. This is going to be against that thing's armor class for a 30.
It hits.
Thank you. 6, 18, plus 7, 25, plus 13, 38. I forgot to do one of these. 39. That's going to be 39, and the gel cube is dazed.
Okay.
I also get to pull the thing one square, but I'm not going to. And that's the end of my turn.
It looks like this thing is losing its shape.
Oh, it's bloodied.
I equipped this new greatsword because it looks badass and has an awesome name. And
it's a great axe. Just so you know, it's a great axe.
Oh, great axe! I equipped the great axe. And
I don't know if I can make stats for that yet. Great axe. What's your modifier for fuck, what am I? Attack modifier? I'm looking for.
I don't know what we're looking for.
For when you're
it was +4. The previous axe had a +4.
Don't make it stronger than that. He just got that. That's a champion's axe.
Well, this is the axe of the Iron Maiden, bro.
Everybody else has a +2.
Then I'll make some different quality. It'll be the same in terms of that. What about a bonus for? All right, fine. Let's say this goes on fire. You're able to get fire damage with this. So once you hold on to it, it bursts into flames. But it's flames that you can't get burned of. Like you yourself are not being burnt.
That's good.
Nice.
And you can make it that, like, if he does a daily power, it makes them take ongoing fire damage.
Yeah, I figured maybe like a +5 ongoing fire damage every time he hits something.
That's fine.
That's fair. Okay, so you get, when you put this thing on fire, you get whenever you attack something and hit it, it has a +5 ongoing fire damage till save ends. You can write that down.
Because no one will remember that for you.
Write this shit down, Josh. Jesus.
You will forget.
Oh, I will forget as of tomorrow.
And no one will ever take 5 damage from you.
+5 fire damage when lit, and that goes on till...
ongoing fire damage until save ends.
Yes. D&D terminology for save ends means, alright, you hit him, he's on fire. On the start of his turn, he takes 5 damage. And then at the end of his turn, he gets to roll a save to see if the fire burned out.
Okay.
Kill the cube!
I use a power strike, which target takes 1, and then it's a W in brackets, which I imagine is the weapon
Yes.
modifier.
It's the weapon itself.
Oh, the weapon itself. Alright, takes extra damage from triggering the attack. And if after I hit them, I can knock the target prone, even though it's a gelatinous blob.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to fall prone.
That's it's 31.
That hits.
Oh.
The cube is dazed.
Whoa.
What we could do with it.
That roll was
You could make
overzealous.
it move still. So it would, like, consider as an attack. I mean, you'd only really be able to get him, but...
I think this thing's probably gonna die in like the next turn or so.
So that was a 35 plus 5 fire damage.
You're killing it. So how would you like to flavor this?
I would like to, do I have to roll in acrobatics if I leap up into the air and do just like a straight up smash down?
No. Is that what you're doing? You're leaping up, smashing down? With your fiery axe of hell? Alright, so you do that, and just... Hold on. Okay, so now the gel cube is all over the walls, and each piece is singeing slightly on fire.
Oh, it's like napalm. That's so badass.
And you see just a bunch of bones laying on the floor to where the gel cube used to be.
That was a fine chop you had. Huh. Nicely done.
I really like this axe.
Although
It feels good in my hands.
And you just found that?
Yeah, it was right there in the chest.
I'm gonna go and peek into the chest. Is there anything else in here?
You see a little glitter of something on the bottom.
Ooh, something shiny. I'm gonna reach in and pick it up.
It looks like a gem of some sort. It's like a kind of large diamond. I don't know why. Palyus didn't see it.
Am I holding it? Did
You
I
are
take
holding
it out?
it. It's like a softball size kind of diamond.
My God! Do you see this?
I hold up my torch to see all the facets of this diamond.
There's actually some writing, and Palyus can tell you it's Thri-keen.
Oh, what does this say? I'm still gonna hold it.
Okay.
Alright, let's see what I got here.
Hope he rolls well.
10.
It says door.
Door? This is clearly not a door, it's a diamond.
Oh, well, we ran into a door earlier in the dungeon. Perhaps you need that as a key to open the door.
We didn't see any inserts or anything like that. This is just a treasure for me to sell.
We should go investigate to see if there's maybe a hole in that wall. There are children's lives at stake, sir. My people's children.
I could buy you new children with this. Is the door that closed behind us still closed?
How are you looking at this door?
Also, the bones that
Are you
were
looking
spewed.
at it like this?
So through the diamond? I guess I would be holding it in such a manner. that maybe like half the door might be through it, and the other half was just me.
You kind of see writing on the door from behind it, like so. Looking at
so if I can hold it like this, and then I see writing.
Yep.
I will hold the crystal before me, and look at the door.
It says to open the door, blow on me.
That's actually not the first time I've seen something like this. Saw it in a bathroom in Colorado. Palyus! Palyus, come look at this.
I want to investigate the bones that were spewed from the gelatinous to see if it was perhaps a halfling child's bone.
It definitely doesn't look like a child's bones.
While he's digging through bones, I'm gonna go blow on the door.
The door opens.
Yep, Palyus, did you find anybody you know?
Nah, it doesn't look like I found anybody.
Yes.
Alright, so you're going out of this room?
Yes. Those guardian statues didn't move or anything the whole time?
They did not move.
And here I was thinking those statues were going to come to life and attack us. Silly theory. Very silly.
Well, there are other statues in the other room.
What, do you think those statues would? I'm sure we're fine. If these don't come to life, those won't either. That's typical dungeon rules. It's symmetrical. We'll go back over to that other door. By those other two guardians.
Here now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold that diamond up again and look
Take a
through
peek through that diamond, sir.
It says on the doors, in order to make entrance, you have to sacrifice your own bloodline. Your own blood.
I'm not gonna tell him that I saw that.
Not bloodline, blood. Bloodline didn't make sense in my head.
I was just gonna tell him, where's Achilles?
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm kidding. Palyus, it looks like it calls
Tango
for some.
only out for himself.
It looks like this door requires some sort of blood sacrifice for us to enter, and it appears as if it also says it must be from a halfling.
Well,
You can choose to roll for insight.
I choose to roll for insight.
He'll have to beat my 33.
Okay.
22.
He appears to be telling the truth.
Alright. I saunter up to the door. Is there any sort of pedestal or anything where the sacrifice needs to go, or do I just need to spread blood upon the wall?
Well, that's what the children appeared to do.
You see blood pretty much eye level of yours. There's just a bunch of blood, kind of handprints.
Before he does it, I'm gonna just stop him quick. Wait. We have the crystal that we found in the chest with the cube. There's children halfling blood here. This doesn't look right to me. They wouldn't have been able to read the message, even if they were wildly adventurous children.
Well, they are children. Perhaps one of them had a bloody nose.
Is it a lot of blood that was on this door?
It looks like just
a
blood.
hand?
Yeah, hand blood. Not.
I suppose it could have been some sort of, fall from play. Alright.
That's even a scraped knee.
I'll step back. I'll let him do what he's doing.
I look back at Tango, and I say, I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Before he even finishes that sentence, I've hit him. Yeah, well, I don't know if I have to roll. He's taking it, and I didn't botch.
Try and maybe get some blood from my nose going.
I punched him in the face.
You guys suck. Okay, you're bleeding.
Did I take any damage?
You took... Mike, roll a d4.
I get +9. 11.
You take 2.
Oh, that was nice of you.
I know.
She's a merciful DM.
2 damage?
I didn't hold back. He said to hit him as hard as I could.
Oh, it's a fucking Fight Club reference.
I know, and I got it.
Alright, I stagger back. I'm like, God damn, dude. That was just a joke.
Thri-keen do
wipe all
not
the
joke
blood
in
on my
such
hand,
a
and
matter.
then I push my hand against the door.
Nothing happens.
Oh, damn it.
Well, that was for naught. I wipe more blood on my hand, and I lay my hand upon the other bloodied hand that was on the wall that we saw earlier.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna step up and, allowing my arm blade to extend, I will cut my hand just very lightly, and I will put my blood over it.
The door opens.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Shall we venture into the door?
But there was only one handprint coming in, right?
Could have been multiple halfling children.
Yeah, there was a lot of blood on it, but you could tell all of these were different occurrences.
That's gross.
Like blood on top of blood on top of blood,
Exactly.
You know what
How much blood just got into my body? That's disturbing.
You should probably go to the doctor and be checked. We halflings are a rambunctious and sexual sort.
Oh, Jesus. Do we still have our torches lit? They're still burning okay?
Yeah, they're fine.
Cool. Alright, we will continue into the door. I'm gonna leave one of the torches in that mouth of the doorway. In a manner so that if a door was to close, I'll hear it splinter, or if I needed to find a way out quickly, I could see it.
Okay.
And I'm still... Well, I'll just hold my axe and light it on fire.
Okay, you go into this very small room. There are 3 very tall, taller than Tango, suits of armor.
Are they old looking?
They don't look... You know what? Roll perception.
34.
The style appears to be old, but they don't look rusted or dingy in any way.
What about dusty? Are they even dusty?
They are not dusty.
Interesting. These suits appear to be ancient, but they are not worn or aged in any way. They also don't have any mold or dampness or dust upon them. It's unusual.
That may suggest that they have moved just recently.
Or been regularly cleaned by maintenance. This is interesting. Do we see any further tracks in here, or anything other than these big suits, these 3 suits?
You can see the dust on the floor, and there are obvious movement.
Around them?
Yeah, around the entire area. There are big footprints.
What about blood?
There is a few droplets of blood, but nothing that seems like it was, detrimental to their health, I guess.
Okay. And no other doors in this room?
No other doors in this room, just the 3 suits of armor.
Is there any writing on the armor, or maybe, anything to be read on the walls?
You can roll for perception.
I will hold up my crystal.
You see what's red is
22.
protector. That was your Thraste?
No, that was
perception? Yeah, there are Thraste on the walls.
What do I see?
You see, guardian protectors of all... What's the name of the town again?
Vishnin Shire?
Of the Vishnin Shire. All guardians of the Vishnin Shire.
Huh. Okay. I looked through the crystal, and what I see upon the wall, it says that these are the guardians of the Vishnin Shire. Which is interesting, considering as they may have...
So I simply see writing in Thraste on the walls, but when he looks through the crystal, he can actually translate it? Very cool. Good to know. Guardians of the Vishnin Shire. I've never heard of this room. I feel like even John may not know about this.
John would be aware of Thraste? I don't even know what Thraste is.
I haven't talked to him in depth about it, but This is interesting indeed.
Well, there's no sign of the children. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna... These are just suits of armor, right? I'm gonna touch one.
Which one are you touching?
This one. The one close to me.
And how are you touching it?
See, I kind of want to touch it to see, like, if I could move it. Like, can I take the arm off?
Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, like, take the gauntlet off.
It's pretty stuck there. You can't budge it.
Can I take the helmet off?
No.
These things are quite well assembled. I'll knock on it. Is it hollow?
It is hollow.
Alright.
But it doesn't sound like a normal hollow clang that you're used to. It sounds like there may be like a little bit of like a liquid in there. But not completely.
So like a halfling kid might be in this.
That's what you think.
I mean, if I'm hearing something unusual, I'd assume something's inside. Maybe...
It doesn't sound like a person. It sounds like a liquid.
It sounds like there's some sort of liquid in these suits. Is there like a seam at the leg that I could cut into? Just want to see if liquid comes out.
If you can make an attack roll.
I'm just going to use my arm blade. Just slit it in there a little bit. It's going to be a 29 with my arm blade.
Hold on. Stand by.
A little slit up.
I didn't think you were gonna actually attack this.
I'm not attacking it, per se. It's for science.
What was it?
For science.
29.
You don't appear to have pierced anything.
Alright. This must not be the place we're meant to be. I'll jump down.
I walk past the Guardians.
They're in, like, the corners of the room.
Oh, I thought there were like 3 sentries kind of in the middle of them.
Can you see this?
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see. There's nothing there. There's nothing around the other edges of the walls or anything that we can see.
Just the Thrusty writing.
Perhaps we should go back to that block of iron.
That's what I'm thinking. Let's go try and investigate the block of iron.
While we're walking, I'm going to be singing Killer Queen.
Alright, so...
I do a quick little halfling jig because my odd...
Like Tim?
Yes, just like Tim.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask before, but I never did,
I like to dance.
Was this iron in like a mound that we could climb over, or was it floor to ceiling?
You could climb over it.
Oh. Perhaps you should climb over, Palyus, and let me know if there's something on the other side.
Sounds like I'm the sacrificial lamb here.
No, sir. These are the children of your clan. Be brave.
Alright, before I climb over, I didn't mention this earlier, but I equipped the dragon scale armor.
You're gonna change right now? Should I turn away?
There's nothing happening in this cave.
I'm gonna turn away so I don't have to watch this halfling change.
As I'm changing, I'm going, wow, wow, wow.
Very appropriate.
Wow, wow.
Very
I do a couple body rolls, trying to look sexy.
I will have my back to him the whole time. That is very appropriate for a warrior.
Only the sexiest warrior in the Vishnin Shire.
I hope.
Wow, wow.
What's your armor class right now?
I'm gonna hope none of the children approach us at a time such as this.
28.
Your armor class is now 30.
Alright, I attempt to climb over the iron rock.
Let me know what you see on the other side.
All the while, trying to, light the way with my new battle axe that's on fire.
The rock or iron starts to shake with you on top of it.
Oh damn!
Oh. If there's a place to jump on the other side.
Roll for acrobatics.
$27.
Are you gonna try and roll forward or backwards?
Forward.
Alright. So, what appears, it looks like this thing is turning into some sort of snake, and it's starting to hiss.
It's an onyx!
It sounds fucking pissed.
I'm gonna try to talk to it. Actually, let me roll nature to see if it speaks a language. Wow, I'm really good at this. 30.
It does not speak a language.
What is it?
What'd you roll for nature?
30 for nature.
It's an iron cobra.
Ooh. Do I know of any vulnerabilities or strengths or tactics?
You know the iron cobra uses its poison and mind power against creatures in its guarded area.
Do I know approximately what level it is?
You shouldn't be afraid of it. You're not afraid of it. You're level 16?
Yes.
You're not afraid of it.
Palyus! It's an iron cobra. They're not that fierce, but their poison is sticky, so do mind yourself.
Which direction is the cobra looking?
It's looking at Tango.
Really? I didn't walk on that motherfucker. I was respectful.
Is it my turn or Tango's?
You can both roll for initiative.
I crit for a 35.
Yeah, I did not do so well.
Tango, you will go first.
Excellent. He is my hunter's quarry. As a minor action. I hope he has melee attacks. I would like for him to have melee attacks.
Are you shooting my pencil?
Nope.
No, what?
I am going to draw my great bow, draw back the string, and 3 arrows will appear on the string. All 3 attacks will obviously be against that mofo. Very high, higher, and then a 29. 29 was my lowest roll.
You hit it every single time.
Excellent. So that was my confounding arrows. Oh, this is gonna be nice. This is nice. I want you to see how many dice I'm picking up right now. 23, 33, 36, 43, 56, and he is stunned, save dance.
He's bloodied?
When he's stunned, he cannot take any actions. On his turn, he will only get to save.
Super. Thank you. He's bloodied. So it looks like he's rusting.
For my move, I'm just gonna...
Behind the wall.
I'm gonna be like peeking out a little bit.
Alright, so Palyus, you see the back of this iron cobra, and it just randomly started to rust. So we would assume that it's bloodied.
I'm going to attack it.
Makes sense with my water arrows hitting this thing.
Did you like that?
I did.
That's nice.
And that would be a 29.
29? That hits? Are you using basic attacks, Palyus?
This character uses basic attacks.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Alright,
He gets like
sorry.
plus 25 damage.
And that would be 27 plus 5 fire damage ongoing.
You're killing it?
Damn it.
So how would you like to kill it? How are you flavoring it?
I'm gonna... Do I only get one swing?
You can do however it is you want to kill this.
Yeah,
thing.
this is just flavor for the...
This is basically your fatality.
Well then I run up the back of the cobra, since it was still looking towards Tango's direction. And I leap off of its coils up to its head and cut it clean in two, down to where the coils meet.
That's impressive. As it cracks open, you see a lot of glittery essence and a few bones of children, possibly.
I investigate the glittery essence. I don't touch it.
They appear to be like really shiny black pieces. You can roll for nature. You can roll for nature to see if you know what this is.
Alright, I got a... 14.
Looks like obsidian. Or what people in your village known as obsidian.
Since it's dead, I'll pick up as many obsidian pieces as I can carry.
You only pick up one obsidian gold piece, and we'll say it's about the size of a golf ball. And you're stowing that in your backpack? Or your adventurer's pack?
Yeah, it's going in my pack. And I call it to Tango, I'm like, Tango, where'd you go? Are you hiding?
Oh, I'm sorry when I almost killed the creature in a single series of attacks. And then you swiftly came in and stole my kill. I'm trained in nature, and I'm really good at it. Can I roll to identify this, possibly as also knowing it's obsidian?
Absolutely. You know it's obsidian.
Oh, I didn't even look at my dice. Okay. I guess he already touched it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You already... Yikes. That's bad. That's very bad mojo that you are picking up.
Should I put it back?
Well, the damage is already done, but you should get rid of it. Obsidian is a very dark magic. That's why the Iron Cobra, the evil metal magic creature, was comprised of it. Get rid of it.
I tossed it back onto the pile.
You're touching it again?
Yes, be sure not to touch it.
I know. I grab my pack and I just shake it out.
No, you said you no. You said you grabbed it to throw it out.
Ah, damn it.
Can you roll for endurance, please?
You're dead. No, I'm just kidding. You might not be dead. He's dead.
Can't make anything too ridiculous. 'Cause
28.
Make it bad.
Your hand seems to feel a little crampy, like a cramped up hand. And you can't really seem to feel your left hand. As you're throwing it away.
Are you alright?
I asked Tango, what the hell's happening to me?
Obsidian has all sorts of unusual effects. Most people end up losing limbs and developing growths and tumors from it. I'm not going to touch his hand, but I'm going to look at it.
Okay.
What is it?
You can roll for perception. Or, yeah, that's fine. You can tell there's some sort of thing going on because of the obsidian. Looks like that maybe his veins turned into obsidian.
This is not good. I can tell you this much. If there's obsidian in your veins, it's only a matter of time before it gets through your body. I'm gonna extend my arm blade. This has to come off.
If it comes off, then I can't use my axe.
And if it gets to your heart, you can't use your heart.
I will be weaponless.
But you'll be alive. I won't do this without your permission.
I hold my arm out and say, just do it! Come to Mick!
I'm gonna do it.
Make an attack roll.
I'm lopping off the arm.
Make an attack roll. Also make another roll for,
What's the second roll for?
to see how shitty it is. Like, make like a heal check too. Unless you don't want to make...
for after. Yeah, after I lop off the arm, I'll bandage him up a bit. I would say before I did the chop, I probably have like some kind of bandage at the ready.
Bandage? Just bandage?
Quite a few things, I guess. That's a 16 plus 20. That's a 36 for the attack roll.
Alright, it's a nice clean cut.
And the heal check is a 16.
You didn't really bandage it up too well.
I take out some of the rope, cut off a small piece of it, and tourniquet what's left of my arm.
You can roll for dungeoneering.
Oh, wait. Before we completely bandage this up, why don't I just cauterize it? I'm gonna take his axe. I will light it on fire.
Are you gonna let him take your axe?
Does it require two hands to light on fire?
No.
You could burn it yourself. Whatever.
Yeah, I'll cauterize my own wound like a badass.
I'll give him a strand of leather for his teeth.
I also need you to roll endurance for me, Palyus.
So, endurance, and what was the first one?
I did the first one as a heal check.
Oh, okay, yeah. Crit!
You crit?
I can show you. I'll tilt the camera here. If maybe that'll...
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. Not only did you cauterize it, you cauterized it in such a way that you can't even tell that it was flopped off recently. And what your Iron Maiden axe does is it actually starts to form in a weird way. And then it starts to turn all around your arm, making this metal-looking hand.
This is the axe that does this?
Yeah, it's cool. And the base of it is black, the rest is red, and the fingertips are also black.
Iron Maiden hand. Writing it down.
It doesn't do anything special, it's just so you have a hand. So that you can have your axe. And light it on
his
fire.
Old axe?
What?
The Iron Maiden axe turned into a hand, so now he has to use his old axe?
No, it's an extension of it. So if you decide to equip another axe, you will not have a hand. So as long as you're using this axe, you will have this hand.
Wow, this axe and me have become fast friends.
You might want to write that down too, in case you want to set up a website.
Fast friends.
Something tells me I won't ever put this axe down.
Perhaps when you get back, you should dress it up to look a bit more normal. Just so
My
as...
hand or the axe?
Your hand. It is quite fearsome, and in your town of peaceful halflings, I would hate to see them look upon you as they would myself. As a monster.
They'll just have to deal with it.
As you wish.
But I take your suggestion into consideration. Perhaps if there's someone who could fashion me a prosthetic of sorts.
I'm gonna kick his obsidian veined hand away. I'm just gonna kick it to the side.
That's
Ew. If you're done being a baby and touching things you shouldn't, perhaps we should continue.
Perhaps you should have warned me about... You know much more about this than I do. Perhaps you should have said something about the obsidian, sir. How was I supposed to know? This is the second time I've ever been in this dungeon.
Well, this is the first for me, and I knew that it was obsidian. Perhaps you should venture outside the Shire so you don't have to lose hands.
I am a carefree teacher in the Vishnin Shire.
Yes. And now you're paraplegic.
Monoplegic,
paraplegic. Who knows? Maybe you'll step on some obsidian with your big hairy feet. Let us continue.
I'm wearing boots.
Does he have boots?
He does have boots.
Alright.
He's actually wearing his white dragon scale armor right now.
Woo!
Am I reflecting any sort of ambient light because of it?
No.
Just a question.
Alright, we are going to continue down this path.
Alright, so where are you going now? Are you going into this area, or are you just going to go straight under?
We'll enter this first area.
Okay.
Look around. Do we see... I don't see... Tango would say, I do not feel the children would have been able to pass that iron serpent. And if all it took was simply climbing over it, then perhaps those bones are all that remains of the children. But alas, let us...
Can we investigate the bones and see if they are halfling children bones?
Oh, she already told you that they were probably children bones. We'll continue. Since I see what you've put there.
Alright, you see the nest of this iron cobra. Actually, you don't know. It's just perception. I don't know why I just give things away.
I mean, we could gather that much. It was guarding this hallway. 32.
28.
Okay, so this is the nest of the iron cobra. And you see a few eggs. And you also see a bunch of bones. But then you also see 3 children halfling children that look like they're probably dead, but you can't be certain. But their bones are all intact, and their skin's kind of still there.
They're poisoned. Or dead. We should check that.
But everyone else is obviously dead. And then there's also a few eggs. There's 3 eggs.
How big are they?
About the size of...
Like football size?
Yeah, football. Wow. Yes.
Okay.
They're about the size of the thing that the alien from Aliens pops out of.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm gonna take one of those eggs.
Okay.
Being as I am a rancher, and I am a ranger, and I can have a beast companion, I'm gonna hope it's a snake. One-time iron cobra egg. And if not, I'll have to kill it at a very young age. After I gather the egg, I'm gonna go help the children.
I ask Tango, should we destroy the other eggs so that way no other iron cobras survive in this cave?
That would be best. Yes.
Do you think cracking them open would have any ill will? I just lost a hand.
No. Well, I'm gonna roll nature just to confirm with the DM. It's gonna be a 33. But I'm assuming we could just stomp this thing and it'll be fine, right? Yeah. Yeah, you could just stomp them, crack them. They won't be able to survive being so prematurely broken.
I stomp one, and then I look at the other, and I notice that you took one for your own.
You can make an attack roll just to see if you botch or not.
No botch.
Good, then you cracked into smithereens.
Are you considering...
I want to ask Tango, why would you take one of these eggs with you?
I have a very close tie to nature, and I have trained many wild beasts to bend to my will. I would be willing to train this iron cobra to be as my companion. As a ranger, I get to have a beast companion.
Right.
Like, even my nature checks, I'm trained in it, I get a plus 18 to everything. Not that it would be impossible for you to train a wild animal, but for me it's something that I would do on the regular.
Yeah, but if, let's say, a small iron cobra were to bite me, out of just mere self-defense, would I have to go through the same obsidian horribleness?
No, it doesn't have that kind of effect. That was what that one was made of, the inside of it. The poison is regular poison. Especially from a young one, it would be a lesser poison anyway. You would be safe to try. If anything, you would just have to kill it. But do be sure you kill it. Not like you bring it home, the egg hatches, you're not home, and it hides in your town until it's, you know...
adult size.
Yes. And then 5 years from now... Was it 5 years? 5 years from now, there's an adult iron cobra walking around Vishnin Shire.
I saved the last egg for myself.
Alright, you can write in your inventory. What did you write? One time.
Iron cobra egg.
Iron cobra egg.
You should resolve that tonight. This way I could decide, you know, if it does get away or something.
He's gonna have it. As soon as you guys are done here, we're gonna finish up because it's night time.
Alright, so there were 3 children you said that were not clearly dead?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up to, I don't know if you want me to do a heal check or a perception check, but essentially I want to see if they are alive and poisoned.
You can do either one of the two.
Then perception it is. Plus 18. That is a 30.
They look like they're poisoned, but not poisoned a lot, just enough for them not to be able to run away.
Ah! They are stunned. We could bring them back just as this. I'm sure you have an apothecary that can handle them from there.
We should bring them back and heal them back at the Vishnin Shire.
They look hungry. Just saying. They look kind of starved.
They'll survive the walk back. And they will be walking.
They're not gonna walk. We have horses.
They're
We could tie a
stunned.
couple of
They
them to
can't
the
walk.
horse.
You're right, we could tie a couple of them to the back of the horse. Great idea, Palyus.
I don't like this guy.
Oh.
I'm not liking your character.
He doesn't care for children.
He's a dick.
No, that's not true. He does care for children. Alright, we're gonna take these 3, and I guess we'll head out. We'll have to send for the rest to receive a proper burial.
Alright, so here are children that are very large. This one is overweight, so he kind of will make you encumbered.
I will take the one lightweight one.
You either have to take 2 or 1.
Oh, I'll take the fatty. Great.
Yeah, you look encumbered.
Alright, I'll take the one big guy and start walking out.
And I'll grab the other 2.
So you're just walking out?
Was there anything else in that room, or was it just the children?
Just it was just the nest.
Then yeah, that's it. I don't think there's anything left here anyway.
Alright, so you guys going out?
Mm-hmm. I will strap the big kid to the front of the horse.
Wait.
Oh. Well, I mean, if I said it, did it already happen? No?
So now you're out here. So now what were you going to do?
Well, if I'm not at the horse yet, then I can't.
Horses are here.
I'll continue walking over the bridge.
Okay. I need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check
For what?
to see if the kid falls off your back.
I guess it would be acrobatics. Plus 19, 32.
You're fine. Okay. Palyus? Same thing.
Acrobatics, you said?
Acrobatics or athletics?
Alright. 34.
Alright, you're good.
And I'm gonna tie the big kid up to like the front of the horse, and I will mount the horse behind him to ride back.
Sounds good. Alright. Congratulations. You're out of the dungeon.
Okay. Back to Vishnin, Shire, Palyus.
Yes, let's return these small children back to their parents.
Alright, we'll ride back to Vishnin, Shire. I'm on
Let's inform John Milton of our success.
Should we... Actually, you know what? We should probably drop them off first. When I said they were just stunned, I'm not actually positive. It still might be a fatal poison. But alas, let us...
Should we seek out the witch Gala to see what she can do to maybe heal the children?
I don't know. If you have a witch, that's all the well.
Let's go seek her out and see what she can do to help these children.
Alright, we're riding the galas. I'm on my mighty brown steed, Ponto. Yeah,
let's go,
Ponto.
Zeus. Let's make this happen.
Alright, so you ride into town. It's nightfall. So you're right in front of the witch's door. And it's dark out, no one's out. It's nighttime.
Okay. Are there any lanterns or anything lit inside that we could see?
You see one candle.
Perhaps you should do the knocking. I am an outsider here.
Yeah, I'd hate to frighten her with your form.
Well, I have a cloak covering my face and everything.
I knock on the door.
Just like that?
No, more like this.
What? What do you want? She opens up the door. What in the hell?
Jesus, Gala, put some clothes on!
This is my nightwear. What do you want, Palyus? Why are you knocking on my door so fucking late? Well, speak up! What's wrong? What do you want?
I like you, Gala.
Tango and I just ventured out to this cave and we found these 3 lost Vishnin Shire children. They appear to be poisoned. I was wondering if you could help us heal these children so they can get back to their parents in
That's a lot of
good
words.
form.
What children? What children? The dead?
3 of them, yes.
3 children
a fatty
dead?
and 2 regular-sized children.
I will whisper to Palyus, is it significant that he's a fatty?
Perhaps he could handle more poison than the other 2.
You are correct.
Who's that? What? Are you what I think you are?
Well, she can't see my face. Is she saying that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I am a man, if that is what you think.
She's gonna go up to you and look underneath
I'm
your
behind
hood.
him.
Yeah, no, she came out. She's like pushing past Palyus. She looks at you, looks up at you,
If she...
and she goes to touch you.
One of
She's
my
going to touch you.
Thri-keen hands is going to gently clasp her wrist.
She goes to do the other one underneath.
My other hand will gently clasp that wrist. And then a third hand will come out and point at her face and say, do not disrespect me in such a way.
I knew you were what you are! She's like, I can't believe what's going on right now! Fucking people in the house! And she starts to go inside and she's about to close the door.
I'm not going to let her go, and I'm going to cover her mouth with that third hand. And I'm just going to stress the level of importance. There are 3
Are
children.
you going to harm me?
I do not. We are not. Oh, Jesus.
Gala!
We are not going to harm you. There are. There are 3 children who require your immediate help.
I wedge my
Get
foot.
your hands off me!
I wedge my foot against the door to make sure she doesn't try and slam it shut.
You know what? Close it gently. I'm gonna say that while I'm holding her, pushing her in. Close the door.
Alright, so everybody's inside?
Sure.
I guess not the children. The children are still tied to the horses. I'm gonna push her in. Palyus, come hold her. I'll get the children.
I hold Gala down.
Get off me! Whatever you want now, you're not gonna fucking get it!
This is your problem. I'll get the kids. And I'll walk out to get the children.
Gala, I thought
You
you were
just
one
come
of the
and knock on my
Do
door,
you not
son.
want to help these children? They are in dire
What
need of
children?
your
There
help
are
and
no
your
children.
skills.
At this point, I'm probably at least carrying the fat kid in.
Oh! I know that kid. That's McFatty. I know him. Son of Fatty McFatty.
And I'll be bringing in the 2 skinnier ones now.
Okay.
As you can see, these are children of this place. They're clearly poisoned. What help can you provide? Their mothers and fathers are worried sick about their absence.
She doesn't say anything, and she starts rummaging in her pantry.
I tell her that they may or may not have been bitten by an iron cobra.
An iron cobra? She's throwing some bottles kind of out, just like rustling through everything. She comes up with this flask, and it's like, it's a brownish type of leathered flask, kind of similar to people who drink often would have. She goes, just have them drink this! And she gives it to you. She goes, have the kids leave! I don't want them here. Just take this. Let's go.
Well, they're already here. We're going to see if this particular potion works before we go. I'd hate to make another second trip.
I wouldn't mind. I guess she can't see me looking at her. I still have the cloak on.
I don't like you. You smell like peaches.
My people do not eat peaches.
You smell
While we're
like
having
peaches.
the conversation, I administer the potion to the sick children.
I do not wish to conversate with this woman. I will administer the potion.
Why do you smell like peaches?
I am unsure of which you speak. I'll take the potion from Palyus.
Chess!
And I will start giving it to the kids. Is this helping them?
Yeah. They don't look as deathly.
Perhaps it is working and we could return them home for rest.
That'd be probably a good idea.
Let's make it happen. Thank you, Gala.
Why does he smell like peaches? Did you notice he smells like peaches?
I'm
Wait a
gonna...
minute. He does smell like peaches!
I know! He smells like peaches!
I'm going to sharply turn, and you will not see my face beneath the cloak, but there is clearly an aura of disapproval towards you agreeing and humoring her.
He smells like sweet, ripened peaches!
Jesus. I'm gonna start bringing the kids back outside. Stomping my feet a bit. Peaches.
I thank Gala for her help. Although,
There's
she wasn't
worse.
exactly forthcoming.
There's worse things to smell like. Smell like halfling. Smell like an old halfling witch.
What? You smell like peaches!
I slammed the door behind me.
I do not know where these children live.
Can I roll for insight?
You could
Lead
roll.
the way?
Yeah.
Or do I already know where I am?
Streetwise.
You roll streetwise.
$24.
Yeah, you know where they live. You know who they are.
McFatty residence? Do you know where that one is?
Yes, it's just down this causeway. Let's go.
Oh, I could see those large golden arches. Is that an M for McFatty?
Yes.
You know what? I can't have them see me anyway, so I'm gonna take the kid off the horse, put him on the doorstep. I'm gonna knock very quickly, and then I will run back to the horse and start to gallop away.
And
the door
stand
opens.
there on the porch,
Eric!
making sure that the...
Eric, my darling! Oh my goodness, Eric! She picks him up, slams the door in your face.
She didn't say anything to him?
Nothing.
What a McFatty.
Yeah. You're welcome! And I grab the last two halfling children and lead them to their house. Are they siblings?
Yes. You know them as Kyle and Stan.
I'll go with you on this one.
Alright, we go to Kyle and Stan's house.
I guess we could each be holding one and not.
And
You hear rustling inside, and a very weepy woman opens the door. Hello?
We found your sons.
Oh my god, you found my sons?
They were poisoned and will require rest.
Oh my goodness, please come in, come in.
I'll step in.
Thank you guys so much. And she looks at her sons. Oh my god, my boys! She like grabs them both out of your hands and she's hugging them. They're very much unconscious. So, oh, I don't even know how to thank you enough. Thank you so much.
no thanks is necessary.
Is... Never mind.
No, she does not have any gold. She's fucking living in this place.
In Vishnin Shire,
they're all fucking...
What do I see in this room?
It's a kitchen.
Does he perhaps see a loaf of bread that he can
yeah, there's a loaf of bread on the table.
crumbs?
There's a loaf of bread on the table.
Oh wait, oh no, is she the baker of the town?
She is the baker of the town, in fact. There's fresh bread everywhere, all different types.
Do I smell it?
You smell it in a big way.
I'm gonna give her the child I'm holding first. And then...
She already grabbed the kids from you.
Oh, excellent. And I'm gonna just start walking around her kitchen.
Take whatever you'd like.
I will, without thinking, take my hood off and start eating every pastry I could find.
She kinda...
With all 4 of my arms.
She didn't see you at this point. She's putting her sons in the bed, but she comes out.
No.
She looks a little disturbed.
It's okay. He just really, really loves crispy Nom Noms.
I mean, okay.
This is cream. Oh, chocolate. I like chocolate. Oh God. Oh, anytime your kids get caught, you call us. Oh. I'm gonna fill up my bag until I'm encumbered with her pastries.
Okay. You can put down 1,001 crispy Nom Nom pastries, equivalent to 1,001 rations.
Thank you very much. And after I have stuffed myself beyond...
He immediately falls into a sugar coma.
I will...
You don't even know.
I will bow to her, put my hood back up, and walk out to my horse.
Okay.
I follow him out and like, look, if you need a place to rest, that was a lot of food, man.
Yes, I will need a place to sleep. Yes.
If you're feeling a bit comatose, please follow me to my home. I'll house you for the evening if that's what you need.
I wouldn't want to intrude, but sure. Thank you.
No, you're a guest. Please.
I will go home with him.
Okay. So, this is where we're stopping today. Palyus, played by Josh. Tango, played by Mike.
And who DM'd?
Nikki DM'd.
Very nice. That was season 4, episode 14, number 33. And what was the name of today's session?
The Crispy Nom Noms.
The Crispy Nom Noms.
And you just press stop.
Hit the red button.
Red button. The record. This will stop the recording. Stop recording.